A clogged dam, rainfall, and snow melt led to a rush of water that's left the Blackiston Mill Bridge closed indefinitely. And late this afternoon, officials announced it's also now closed to foot traffic. 5 days later, there's still no official timeline on when the bridge will reopen. And thanks for sticking with us here on WHS 11 News at 5:30. I'm Connie Leonard.
Well, I'm Doug Profit, and the bridge goes back to 1964. Our Ian Hardwitt learned today county officials are pursuing access to the dam. Clearing it out is just one step towards reopening the bridge, a process that'll be measured in weeks, not days.
Since Sunday, the water has started flowing the correct way over the Blackiston Mill Dam, coming over the stones where you see all these dead trees. But on Sunday, that's not what was happening. The water flow started going around. That's why it washed out the bank and ultimately the dirt underneath the bridge, which is still closed. It's left nearby fisherman Preston Craven.
The best part about it was you never knew what you were going to catch down here.
Without his usual spot.
You started washing around this way slowly, and just over time it kept getting worse and worse.
Floyd County Commissioner Al Knable says the problem is so bad, the solution may be in the courts.
The diversion of that water around the eastern bank is what appears to have caused the issue. We are trying to either get voluntary permission from the landowner to access that, to help remedy that. And if we don't get that in a timely fashion, then we're going to have to try to attain that authority through a court injunction.
Look from the Sky 11 drone. That dam is private property. Even the federal government isn't allowed to clear the trees clogging it up. We received this statement from the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers saying it does not have any authorities that would allow them to inspect, repair, or replace the dam as it is privately owned. Their regulatory division will work with the county to expedite any permitting needed for work to ensure the integrity of the bridge. And it's a bridge locals know well.
This bridge has been falling apart for years. I mean, there's a hole in it over there that you can look right. If they didn't have the steel plates on there, you can look right down through there and see the creek. But
Knable pointed out the steel plates have held up as over 20,000 cars passed over it daily. He said it wouldn't be worth the $500,000 cost to repair fully since it'll be demolished for a replacement coming in 2027. In Floyd County, Ian Hardwitt, WHAS 11, on your side.
That guy's right. We've been hearing concerns from residents for years about this bridge. Now, of course, it opened in the 60s, early 60s, 1964. That area has grown around it since then. What about businesses and the impact since it does stream through that area?
Yeah, I talked to Hinton Detailing on Monday. He said about 1/3 of their business comes from people who are just driving by. He texted me today. He said walk-ins have basically been non-existent, as well as the people driving by, so he really hasn't been catching that business. He's also got some vans for sale out there. He's relying on some commissions from that, and he's getting no eyeballs on it.
And then people who live in that area, what's the extra commute time if they're not able to use the bridge?
5 to 10 minutes if you're not too busy on the roads. You know, you got Highway 62 or I-265 up north. But during rush hour traffic, I'm told that's when people are really starting to see the slowdowns. I mean, this is a bridge that gets about 20,000 cars every single day.
All right, just a couple of years away from the demolition, as they say.
A couple of years is a long time for the people who live by it.
All right, thank you, Ian. Appreciate it.
Thank you.